Welcome to One Big Question. Today, we start an amazing scientific journey to explore the hidden underground world of ordinary earthworms. For the next 60 days, we will observe these fascinating creatures inside a specially designed artificial habitat built from transparent glass. Earthworms might seem very simple, but they actually play a vital role in keeping our planet healthy and our soil rich. To understand their mysterious daily lives, we need to look beneath the surface and watch their exact movements in real time. We are building a super thin glass house just 2 centimeters wide to ensure that no worm can hide from us. This narrow design forces the worms to dig their tunnels right against the clear glass walls for our perfect camera angles. Before introducing the residents, we must prepare the perfect soil mixture to provide them with essential nutrients and a comfortable home. We start by adding rich, dark soil, which acts as the main foundation for this incredible, transparent, underground biological research facility. Next, we mix in crushed eggshells to provide crucial calcium that helps the worms maintain their health and digest their food. Finally, we sprinkle some soft sawdust to improve the soil texture and allow the worms to move around much more easily. We also add tiny pieces of fresh vegetables to ensure our little subjects have plenty of delicious food to eat daily. The soil needs to be perfectly moist because earthworms breathe through their delicate skin and require a damp environment to survive. Now it is time to carefully introduce our lively earthworms into their brand new, custom-built, luxury, transparent glass observation home. As soon as they touch the fresh dirt, their natural instincts take over, and they immediately begin searching for dark safety. You can see them probing the soft soil surface with their pointed heads, trying to find the easiest path going downward. It is truly mesmerizing to watch how quickly these tiny animals can disappear completely into the dark brown earth below them. Within just a few short minutes, the surface is completely empty, and the worms have started their secret lives hidden underground. Through the clear glass, we can now witness the incredible engineering skills of these small but mighty underground tunnel building experts. They do not have arms or legs, but they possess a highly specialized muscular system designed specifically for moving heavy dirt. Notice how their bodies expand and contract in a rhythmic motion, pushing the surrounding soil away to create a clear path. This fascinating movement works exactly like a powerful hydraulic pump, using internal fluid pressure to force their way through solid ground. Tiny bristles on their skin called setae help them grip the tunnel walls tightly so they can pull their bodies forward. As they push forward, they compress the soil around them, creating smooth and highly stable tunnel walls that will not collapse. These permanent tunnels allow vital oxygen and fresh water to penetrate deep into the ground, which greatly benefits all plant roots. Watching them work tirelessly reminds us that earthworms are essentially nature's tiny plows, continuously turning and aerating the soil for us. Even though they are trapped in a narrow space, they continue to dig deeper, showing their relentless drive to explore downward. We can see the different layers of soil slowly mixing together as the worms drag organic matter down from the surface. This constant mixing process is exactly how earthworms create fertile topsoil, which is absolutely essential for growing the food we eat. After a few days, our glass farm is already filled with a complex network of beautifully constructed vertical and horizontal tunnels. The worms seem completely comfortable in their new environment and are now ready for our very first exciting behavioral science experiment. For our first test, we want to see how these sensitive creatures react to sudden, strong vibrations on the soil surface. We gently tap the top of the glass enclosure with a small wooden stick to simulate the rhythmic sound of rainfall. Instantly, the worms stop their digging and begin moving rapidly upwards through their tunnels toward the surface of the dark soil. This rapid upward movement is a brilliant survival instinct that has protected earthworms from various dangerous natural threats for millions of years. When heavy rain falls, it fills their underground tunnels with water, threatening to drown them if they do not escape quickly. By sensing the vibrations of raindrops hitting the ground, they know it is time to evacuate to higher and safer dry land. Another fascinating theory suggests that these specific vibrations perfectly mimic the digging sounds made by hungry moles hunting for a meal. Moles are one of the most dangerous natural predators for earthworms, so escaping to the surface is a very smart move. Once the vibrations completely stop the worms, realize the danger has passed, and slowly begin their journey back down into darkness. This simple vibration experiment proves that despite having no ears, earthworms are highly sensitive to the physical world vibrating around them. Now that we understand how they move and feel, let us discover what kind of food these hungry little creatures prefer. We have prepared a special underground buffet featuring 4 different tasty options to test their absolute favorite daily dietary food choices. In the first corner, we place a small piece of sweet yellow banana, which is packed with natural sugars and nutrients. Next to it, we add a slice of fresh red apple, hoping the sweet, juicy fruit will quickly attract their attention. For the third option, we bury a small chunk of plain white bread to see if they enjoy processed human carbohydrates. Finally, we place a thick slice of green cucumber in the last corner to complete our grand underground earthworm dining experience. We set up a time-lapse camera to record their feeding habits continuously over the next 48 hours without interruption. As the hours pass, we can clearly see the worms exploring the different food stations and taking tiny bites of everything. They do not have teeth, so they must wait for the food to become soft and slightly decayed before eating it. Bacteria and fungi in the soil help break down the food, making it mushy enough for the worms to easily consume.
Wow,
After
look at
2
this.
full days of recording, the results of our feeding
The
experiment
Italian
are
section
finally
looks
clear
amazing.
and
The
actually
Italian
quite
section looks
surprising to
amazing.
witness. The piece of white bread was completely ignored by the worms, who clearly prefer a much more natural and healthy diet. The sweet apple and banana slices were partially eaten, but they definitely were not the most popular items on the menu. The undisputed winner of our grand food test is the fresh green cucumber, which has been almost entirely devoured by them. Earthworms absolutely love cucumbers because they contain a massive amount of water, which helps keep the worms perfectly hydrated and healthy. Their strong preference for watery vegetables highlights just how critical moisture is for their daily survival in this harsh underground world. To further investigate their deep connection with moisture, we have designed a brand new and highly challenging underground maze puzzle experiment. This custom-built maze will test their ability to navigate complex paths while searching for the most ideal living environmental conditions. We divide the glass maze into 2 distinct sections to see exactly which path our smart little subjects will ultimately choose. The left side of the maze is filled with extremely dry, sandy soil that feels very harsh and uncomfortable for them. The right side contains beautifully rich, dark soil that has been perfectly moistened to create an ideal and relaxing worm paradise. We place a single healthy earthworm at the starting point of the maze and carefully watch its initial reaction and movements. The worm slowly moves forward and briefly touches the dry, sandy soil on the left side with its highly sensitive head. It immediately recoils from the dry texture, realizing that moving through this harsh desert area would quickly dry out its skin. If an earthworm loses too much moisture through its skin, it will rapidly suffocate and die within a few short hours. Turning away from the danger, the worm explores the right path and happily discovers the comforting dampness of the wet soil. It confidently pushes forward into the moist earth, navigating the complex turns of the maze with surprising speed and natural agility. This successful maze run proves that earthworms possess a remarkable ability to sense moisture levels and make smart decisions for survival. They are not just blindly digging through the dirt, but actively seeking out the best possible microclimates to ensure their health. Our next scientific test will focus on another crucial environmental factor that heavily influences their daily behavior, which is bright light. Earthworms spend almost their entire lives hidden away in total darkness, deep underground, far away from the warm rays of sunlight. To see how they react to sudden illumination, we shine a powerful, bright LED flashlight directly onto a resting underground worm. Even though earthworms completely lack traditional eyes, they possess highly specialized light-sensitive cells scattered all across their long, muscular bodies. These unique receptor cells allow them to detect changes in light intensity so they can avoid wandering out into dangerous daylight. The moment the bright beam hits the worm, it violently twists its body in a desperate panic to escape the glare. Sunlight is incredibly deadly to earthworms because its intense heat can quickly dry out their fragile skin and paralyze their muscles. Furthermore, being exposed on the bright surface makes them an incredibly easy and delicious target for hungry birds flying high above. The panicked worm rapidly digs backwards, using its strong muscles to retreat deep into the comforting safety of its dark tunnel. Within seconds, it has completely vanished from sight, proving once again that the dark underground is the only true safe haven. This strong negative reaction to light is a vital evolutionary adaptation that has kept their species alive for countless ancient generations. As our amazing 2-month observation project nears its final conclusion, we step back to admire the incredible progress they made. The once solid block of dark brown dirt has been completely transformed into a highly complex and beautiful underground architectural masterpiece. A massive, intricate network of interconnected tunnels now covers almost every single square inch of our thin, transparent glass observation habitat. These hard-working creatures have literally moved mountains of soil grain by grain to build this spectacular hidden city beneath the surface. The soil quality has improved dramatically, becoming much looser and richer thanks to their constant digging and natural nutrient recycling process. We can easily spot small, dark clumps of worm castings scattered throughout the tunnels, which act as a powerful natural fertilizer. These nutrient-rich castings are pure gold for gardeners, providing essential minerals that help plants grow stronger and much more vibrant. But the most exciting discovery of our entire 60-day project is hiding quietly in a small corner of the habitat. Upon closer inspection with our macro lens, we spot several tiny, yellowish, oval-shaped objects carefully attached to the tunnel walls. These beautiful little objects are actually earthworm cocoons, securely holding the precious next generation of our amazing underground tunnel-building friends. Finding these rare cocoons is a massive success because it proves our artificial habitat provided a perfectly healthy environment for reproduction. Each tiny protective cocoon contains special nutrient fluids that will gently nourish the developing baby worms safely hidden deep inside it. Earthworms are hermaphrodites, meaning each individual possesses both male and female reproductive organs, allowing any two worms to successfully mate together. After mating, they produce a sticky ring around their bodies, which eventually slides off to form these perfectly sealed protective cocoons. We carefully set up our high magnification camera, hoping to capture the incredibly rare and magical moment of a baby hatching. Over the next few days, we closely monitor the small yellow cocoons, watching as they slowly change color and become darker. Finally, we notice a tiny amount of movement inside one of the transparent cocoons, signaling that a new life is ready. A microscopic baby earthworm, no thicker than a single piece of sewing thread, slowly pushes its way out into the world. This tiny, fragile newborn is completely transparent, but it already possesses all the complex instincts needed to survive in the dirt. Without any hesitation, the baby worm immediately begins to eat the surrounding soft soil, starting its lifelong journey of endless digging. Watching this microscopic creature navigate its vast new world is a truly humbling experience that highlights the incredible beauty of nature. It will take several long months for this tiny newborn to grow into a fully mature and highly productive adult earthworm. During this time, it will consume massive amounts of dead organic matter, constantly recycling waste into precious life-giving soil nutrients. The presence of these healthy babies guarantees that our miniature underground ecosystem will continue to thrive long after our camera stops. We marvel at the sheer resilience of these simple animals successfully adapting and flourishing inside a completely artificial glass laboratory environment. Every single tunnel they have carved represents a tiny but crucial contribution to the overall health of our global natural environment. Without the tireless daily labor of billions of earthworms worldwide, our precious topsoil would quickly become hard, barren, and completely lifeless. They are the unsung heroes of agriculture, silently working in the dark to ensure that humanity always has enough fresh food. This unique 2-month experiment has dramatically changed our perspective on the dirty and often ignored ground right beneath our feet. A simple scoop of ordinary garden dirt is actually a bustling metropolis filled with complex life and endless fascinating biological mysteries. The intricate tunnels act like a massive underground sponge, allowing heavy rainwater to soak deeply into the earth instead of flooding. This natural water management system prevents severe soil erosion and keeps our beautiful green landscapes perfectly hydrated during long, dry summers. Furthermore, the constant movement of the worms pulls vital carbon down from the surface and safely storing it deep within the ground. This silent carbon storage process plays a surprisingly important role in helping to regulate our global climate and protect the atmosphere. It is truly astonishing to realize how much our massive human civilization depends on the daily activities of these tiny invertebrates. As we continue to observe the baby worms growing stronger each day, we feel a deep sense of gratitude and respect. They ask for absolutely nothing in return, simply consuming our organic waste and magically transforming it into the foundation of life. Our glass habitat has served as a perfect window into a hidden universe that most people walk over without ever noticing. We hope this incredible visual journey inspires you to look closer at the natural wonders hiding right inside your own backyard. The next time you see a humble earthworm stranded on the wet pavement, please remember its immense value to our planet. Gently move it back to the soft grass so it can continue its vital mission of healing and enriching the earth. Every small act of kindness towards these amazing creatures helps preserve the delicate balance of our global underground soil ecosystem network. Our scientific observation may be ending, but the endless cycle of life beneath the surface will continue marching forward without pause. The adult worms will keep extending their massive tunnel networks, while the babies slowly mature to take over the heavy work. This small glass box holds a perfect miniature reflection of the grand biological processes that sustain all living things on Earth. We have witnessed the brilliant mechanics of their movement, their sharp survival instincts, and their undeniable preference for cool, moist environments. We have seen them conquer difficult, dry mazes, desperately flee from blinding light, and ultimately bring beautiful new life into existence. These 60 days have provided an unforgettable masterclass in biology, ecology, and the hidden mechanics of our surprisingly complex natural world. Nature always finds a way to thrive even when confined between two narrow sheets of cold, transparent glass in a laboratory. The humble earthworm is undeniably one of the most important and powerful engineers currently operating on the surface of our planet. From breaking down dead leaves to fertilizing massive agricultural fields, their daily impact on human survival simply cannot be overstated today. We must protect their natural habitats by reducing harmful chemicals and embracing organic farming methods that keep the soil perfectly healthy. A healthy worm population means a healthy planet, capable of producing abundant food and clean water for all future human generations. Let us celebrate these slippery little heroes and give them the massive respect and deep appreciation they have always truly deserved. As the camera pans across the incredible maze of tunnels one last time, we are left with a feeling of awe. The dark earth is no longer just dirty brown dirt, but a vibrant, living canvas painted by millions of tiny artists. We will carefully release our amazing glasshouse residents back into a beautiful wild garden where they can live freely forever. They will join their wild cousins in the endless task of plowing the earth and maintaining the foundation of terrestrial life. Their incredible legacy will live on in every single green leaf and blooming flower that graces our beautiful, bright blue planet. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the soil to uncover the magnificent secrets of the common earthworm. We hope you learned something truly valuable today and gained a brand new perspective on the invisible ecosystems running our world. There is always so much more to discover if we simply take the time to look closely at the small things. Science is a never-ending adventure, filled with brilliant surprises and profound lessons about how beautifully interconnected our entire universe is. Stay curious, stay observant, and never stop asking questions about the wonderful and mysterious natural world that constantly surrounds us all. If you enjoyed this unique underground journey, please share this video with your friends to spread the amazing story of earthworms. We have many more exciting scientific experiments and deep nature observations planned for the future, so please stay tuned for more. Your continued support, allows us to build these complex habitats and capture these incredibly rare, microscopic moments for everyone to enjoy. Remember that even the smallest and most ordinary creatures can hold the biggest and most important secrets to our planetary survival. Keep exploring the hidden wonders of the natural world, and always remember to respect the tiny lives working beneath your feet. Thank you for watching One Big Question today, and we will see you next time for another amazing scientific nature adventure.